Hey, welcome to this video. You arrived here, you're probably searching for a review of Afternic. So I'll go over how it works. I'll give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good use of your time. And if you'd like my free training and the number one simplest, fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, you can click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I can send you my free training if you want. Afternic, let's dive in. So what it is, basically, it's a marketplace that allow you to sell domains, and you can also buy domains, but most people are on here because they want to sell, so that's what I'll focus on. And Afternic has been around since 1999. They receive over 75 million domain searches each month, and they're actually owned by a company called GoDaddy. You probably heard of if you've been in the internet marketing space for any amount of time. GoDaddy is, I think, it's the most popular registrar of domains. It's where people go to buy domains, and GoDaddy has an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau, and they're accredited on here, as you can see. So if you're wondering, is Afternic legit? Yes, it's legit. It's, aside from maybe Cedo, it's probably the biggest. Well, they say they're the largest reseller network, so they very well could be. Now, the sign-up process is, pretty straightforward. I won't bore you with that, but it takes a minute to sign up. It's completely free. They'll just ask for your basic details like your name, email, and address. And the only thing you need to pay for is if you make a sale. So Afternic will take if you come to their frequently asked questions section, they explain the fees. They take a 25% fee on all sales, but you can get that reduced to 15% if you use their supported name servers. But we'll just say 25%. And so you might think that doesn't seem very fair. That seems like a pretty large chunk they're taking. But also keep in mind they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you. They're marketing your domain. They're handling payments. They're allowing you to list for free. So they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you, and that's why they take a fee. Now you can get paid in multiple ways, which they talk about under selling your domains. How do I get paid? So you can see direct deposit, e-check, actual check, PayPal. I'd probably go with PayPal. There's no transaction fee. Well, actually, PayPal is going to take around a 2% fee themselves, but Afternic won't take a fee. So those are the options. And the minimum payout threshold is going to vary depending on which option you choose. And that's kind of it. So now, as far as support, let's go down to, it's also selling. So, or no, it was general. So who can I contact for assistance, selling questions? You can email them at sales@afternic.com or contact their customer support team at this phone number right here if you're in the US or worldwide, this one. So mixed reviews on their support. Some people are saying Afternic got back to them within 12 hours. Other people are saying it took days. So if you read Trustpilot, there's kind of mixed reviews. I think they had around a 3 rating on there. So some complaints about the support. Now let's talk about a couple other features on Afternic. So you can actually park domains on here. So if you want to come down to so park your domain, you'll arrive at this page. And what that is, which I wouldn't really recommend, it's not a great way to monetize domains, but how it works is Afternic would put up a one-page website with your domain name, and the website would have ads on it. And if anyone clicks on one of the ads, you would earn a little bit of money. But I wouldn't I wouldn't really recommend that. They also have what's called a fast transfer. This is another neat feature, a fast transfer option. If you have a domain that you're not particularly invested in and you just want to get rid of it quickly, you go for the fast transfer option. It'll show up on 100 reseller sites as opposed to just 32. So by reseller sites, they mean like GoDaddy, Dynatadot, and so on. and you just want to get rid of it. And the other advantage of fast transfer, in addition to showing up on all these sites and getting more exposure, it's more automated, so you don't have to track everything and execute the transfer manually. They'll just do it for you. So, and finally, as a buyer, not as a seller, but as a buyer, another neat feature is you can. They have an agent service where you can pay a broker or an agent. Well, you pay Afternic. They use one of their agents because maybe you're looking to buy a domain and not just looking to sell, like domain flipping. But the main advantage with paying for an agent is they'll do all the negotiating for you. They'll contact the seller. They'll get a good price for you, a low price. And it's $69 for the first domain, $49 for each additional domain. And they'll take a 10% commission. So now I wouldn't really necessarily recommend hiring a domain broker unless you see a domain that you're really keen on. You're like, oh, I want that domain. And you want the best price, but only you can decide that. So one last thing you might be wondering is, what sort of offer could you expect for your domain? Well, it really depends on a number of factors. So I made this checklist. So it should be a .com. You don't want a .net or a .co. People don't really trust those these days. They expect a .com. So if you have a .com, you'll be able to you'll get better offers. No digits or dashes. No trademark issues. So if it has the word Sony in it, like, it's probably not the best. Should be easy to remember, 2 or 3 words. If it's one word, oftentimes there's not enough intent behind it. But if it's 2 or 3 words, that's kind of ideal. And then if it's more than 3 words, it's just harder to remember. Should have strong commercial, unless it's the word like diamonds.com or something, then obviously. But now strong commercial intent. So, Orlando Plumbing, that has very strong commercial intent, for example. Good cash flow industry. So if it's a domain related to law services or accounting or chiropractors, they have more money to spend than, say, a florist. So you can command a higher price for those. Decent prospect pool. So if you get a domain that has the word plumbing in it, but it's for a city that maybe doesn't have a lot of plumbing services, that might be difficult. If it has lots of plumbing services, that's a large prospect pool. Not de-indexed. De-index is where the search engines take it down, so it can't be found. And also does not have a negative reputation. That should be kind of self-explanatory. And that's kind of it. So that's my review of Afternic. You can check it out if you want. But look, maybe you're here not necessarily because you want to be earning, a few extra dollars, $50, maybe $100 if you're lucky for selling your domain. Or maybe you're into domain flipping, which I don't really recommend that, but maybe you're here because you're looking for a way to just earn an income from home, a real income, whether that's a full-time income or a very nice part-time side hustle from the comfort of your home. If that's the case, what I suggest is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I can send you my free training that'll detail the simplest and fastest way to earn a full-time income from home. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review of Afternic. I hope to see you on the other side, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.